My name is Kazm Vulfhart, aka King Kazm, whatever you want to call me. Welcome back to Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This is actually future Kazm recording a voiceover because, let's face it, Elgato is not a good program sometimes. Ooh, almost got on fire there. Basically, what had happened was because I use Elgato for recording or streaming my PlayStation. Sometimes it'll screw Elgato up and cause certain things to not work, such as the ability to record my mic. So you get to deal with a voiceover from Kazm today. I would like to point out, this is the second to last episode of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Give me 1 second. Can I? Well, that's good to know. I was trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? I was trying to, minimize the record audio window so that I could see my, video better. But I can't because this sucks. Sucks the life right out of you. I'm telling you, it just sucks. It's like a vacuum cleaner. Anyways, this is going to be the last episode, or the second to last episode of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And this second to last episode will be playing at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys will be watching it now. Well, if you watch it when it premieres. The game that I have chosen to replace Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is a relatively popular one. And I'll talk more about it in the series itself, about how I am and how I play. But anyways, it's a fun game. I think it's fun. And I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you all are going to look forward to it too. As for the last two episodes of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, what we are going to be doing is we're going to be running around doing a few things. A few sub-quests here and there. And then there's one endeavor that I strive to do throughout the rest of the episode, the last episode, because it's something I've always wanted to do. And here I am talking to Robbie. Sorry, once again, it is super dark, so I can't fully read it. Filmora, fix that, please. I'm talking to Robbie about getting upgrades to the Pad. I'm good with that. Because I completed his quest to get to test the sensor. And the sensor really was a big help trying to find where everything was. Whoa. So I'm glad that they included it in the game. Beyond that, I know that also the reason this is taking so long is because I'm actually, in-game, I'm actually reading it out loud. I just haven't done that in this one because it's kind of difficult to, once again, see the blasted screen. It's so dark. It's so annoying, too. But he makes up a bunch of prototypes shortly after this. And he also posts on the wall manuals so that we could use them at a later date. And this really would have been a great time to... this would have been something great to do early in the game, but I don't play games properly, apparently. I play them my way, and only my way. I will say, though, I did have a lot of fun with these games, or with this game. Like, it wasn't the best Legend of Zelda game at all, by and large. But it also wasn't the worst. What would be... Well, number two probably would still be the worst. I know a lot of people don't like that, and I struggled with it a little bit to even, get into it. I would say of the modern Zeldas, this is definitely one of the weaker ones. Breath of the Wild is definitely the weakest out of all of them in terms of modern Legend of Zelda games. Because a lot of how do I say this? A lot of the basics in Breath of the Wild were transferred over and built upon in Tears of the Kingdom. So when you compare the two, it just feels really much a lot like it's a bare minimum, I guess would be a decent term for it. It feels like the basis of, like, the skeleton of Breath of the Wild. I obviously said it was built upon with Tears of the Kingdom. And it was I think it was a proof of concept. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a proof of concept. And then they rolled with it once they figured out that they could do it, which I think is awesome for game devs, to be honest. I guess in my opinion, there's no reason to release a really good game right out the gate. Releasing proof of concepts usually is like the best decision you can make. And it's hard not to kind of root for game devs, I guess, in that regard. Right now, I'm also in the game. I noticed the Sensor Plus, and I'm interested to see what it does. But unfortunately, I will admit, like, spoilers ahead, I don't get into it too much. I really don't, which kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do? Like, I only had, like, 30 to 40 minutes per episode for the last 2 episodes. So I had to do a lot in that short amount of time. Hero's Path mode was really funny when I looked it up. And you'll see in a second. You'll see why I think it's funny. You know, once I eventually open the map and go outside and get some fresh air. It looks so bad. I believe the best way I put it was that it looks like a child drew on it. Because there's just so much, like, craziness on that screen. Because what the Hero's Path does is it follows you. Like, it'll look at your path, and then it'll follow it. And genuinely speaking, I actually adored it. Or I like the fact that it's a thing that exists. Because you can figure out stuff like, where do I need to go? What haven't I done? Could this be where the secret is? It's just really neat. Like, this game has a lot of neat little features. And I am sad to see it go. I really am. But it's... Get back here. Get over here. Nope. You know, we'll get out of my way. Get over here, you little crock. Everybody get out of my way, please. Ugh. I don't know. I'm mostly just babbling because it's... Voiceovers are a bit difficult for me, if I'm being honest. And the only reason they're difficult is because... when I'm recording a video and I'm talking, it's all happening in-game. It's all right there. When I'm recording a voiceover, I'm no longer, like, in the moment. I'm no longer fully paying attention to what's happening on screen. I have to look at my time to see how much time I have left in the video. I have to make sure that the mic is still being picked up. It's not a lot, but it's not my main focus anymore. which kind of sucks. This is one of the rare instances you'll see of me being nice to a Korok. I will say, I have gotten nicer to the Koroks throughout the series. I think it was just because, like, a lot of the resources behind tormenting them, it was just too expensive. And I just decided it would be better to just do the bare minimum, and if I find a way to torture them, I will. But since this was, like, the second to last episode of me dealing with a Korok, I decided to be nice. Like, fully nice and just carry it. I will say, I think they did well with the Koroks in this game. Because the Koroks were so annoying in the last game. It wasn't fun to do their puzzles. It was just horrible. It was bad. But then you got these Koroks, and it feels a lot less annoying. Although I think in part of that is because the world has more to do in it, and it isn't just like dungeons, Koroks, that's it. Shrines. I don't know, it's just... The Koroks don't feel as bad or annoying. Which is kind of weird to say. I'm so used to being annoyed by them. But yeah, we'll deliver this guy to his little friend, we get our Korok seeds, and then we go and head out to... Is this where I decided to do the thing I wanted to do? It might be where I've decided to do the thing I wanted to do. I'll find out here in a second. Oh, right. Here's an interesting mechanic to the game that I like. I've used that Tempest so much, it's not even funny. I'm looking at a map on my phone at this point in time because I'm looking for somebody specific, and you'll see who it is. It won't be too much longer. But I'm looking for the dude. Because I've grown to adore him, and I will probably explain. I'll probably elaborate that on the next episode because I need something to talk about. Otherwise, I'm just going to be babbling nonstop about random shit. So I decided in this instance to take pictures because Colton? Was it Colton or Kilton? I think it might have been Kilton. Kilton wants a Bokoblin photo. So I worked to get him one. And I also decided that I'd try and kill two birds with one stone with Robbies as well. And I'm trying to get a decent angle on these guys, but they really don't give me any, do they? They're really just difficult to work with. Ugh. Such horrible, horrible people to take a picture of. I'll be honest, my neighbor spooked me there for a second. Then I take care of the Wizrobe, who decides to say, "Hi, how are you? I'm going to blast you with fire." I do like that they wave at you. The wave is, like, cute and adorable, and I like it. It also gives the character personality, which I am a big fan of. I'm always a big fan of a game that'll give a character or a creature personality. I believe now is the time I've decided to warp around and try and find the dude. Yeah, it looks like I'm heading to where he is. Oh no, I'm heading to Terrytown because I wanted to complete Colton's thing. I do like Terrytown. Terrytown's a quaint little home. Home. town. I'm good at words. Now we talk. It's Kilton. It is Kilton. Kilton is the monster-loving brother. I do like that this entire premise revolves around Hudson not being very imaginative in like figuring something out, while Kilton is very bad at describing things. I love that. It's quaint, it's cute, it's adorable. And also, that thing is terrifyingly uncanny. I hate it. I hate it with a blind passion. Like, it feels more detailed than the actual Bokoblin model in the game. I would very much like for it to not exist. And then I get to place it somewhere. Because I got it made. Once again, it's so quaint, it's adorable, I love it. This game is just so fun. I genuinely don't like how realistic it looks, though. Like, I wish it didn't look as realistic as it did, but it does, and it scares me, and I don't like it. Please send it back. Send it home. Return to sender. And that is, like, adorable that you can just, like, build your own little monster base thing. Have monsters all around, looking spooky, scaring people. Making them think, oh no, it's real, I'm gonna die. And this time he wants a horror picture. Which we are not gonna do. Instead, now is when I start looking for the man, the myth, the legend. I'm trying to find my way to a good man, a good hard-working man. Whee! I do like that you're launched out of the towers. Like just the fact that I love the fact that you're yeeted out of the towers. It's amazing. Like in the old game, you had to climb, and like after you climbed, there was no other reason to get up there. So I'm glad they made it the way they did. And here we are helping Addison. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, for some reason, I adore Addison. I adore Beetle and Addison both. They're both incredible characters to me. And this little game where you have to, like, build up your... or build up the signs, keep them steady so that he can build them up, is really cool to me. Like, it can be a bit of an annoyance, don't get me wrong. But it's still fun. It's still unique. I'm grateful they gave me the opportunity to do it. I don't really have much to say, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. Trying my best to be entertaining. I'm struggling. I struggle so much in this episode with, I call it the Genshin Impact effect, because I keep on holding the left shoulder button, and I keep on pressing down, thinking that that's going to open up the map, but it doesn't, because this is not Genshin Impact. Which I do find interesting, actually. It intrigues me that games such as this have the capacity to... I don't want to say this. The fact that games have different ways to operate. Like, you have a game with so many different mechanics going on in it. And these mechanics are all relatively the same when you look at it. From, like, a basic point of view. Like, for example, opening a map. It's all the same. Because I'm bad at words. I am bad at words. Opening a map is the same mechanic regardless of what game you're playing. But what's interesting is that these mechanics, while all the same, are also uniquely different. Because you've got Genshin Impact, which has you opening like several different menus to open up one menu, or to open up the map menu. And then you've got Legend of Zelda, where it's just a single button, or it's like Genshin is two different buttons combo, a two-button combo, and Legend of Zelda is just a single button. And that's intriguing to me. I like that. I like that that's a thing. And I wish more games were like that. Well, I don't really, because I struggle so much. I don't really blame game devs for this either, because you want to make your game unique in one way or another. Like, you absolutely want to make your game unique in one way or another. So if that's the case, you should not hesitate to make your game unique. But what I do have a gripe with is when a game series or a game I've talked about the PS4 and the PlayStation and Xbox controller bullshit. Technically, the Switch controller also falls into that category. But I hate it because the X button isn't all in the same location, obviously. And none of the game companies seem to agree on that, and it's so annoying to me whenever I have to shift gears and figure out... Like, in Arc, it's a big problem, because they don't provide a layout for the PlayStation 5 setup unless you're playing on the PlayStation, the Arc on PlayStation 5. Beetle! Hey, buddy! I love Beetle. He's actually one of the biggest inspirations for one of my Twitch notifications. Whenever I am whenever I receive a follower, I get a Twitch notification that is me trying to mimic his Legend of Zelda Wind Waker thank you. Thank you! Yeah, why can't I mimic that so well? It's not exactly a one-for-one, unfortunately. I don't think it really needs to be. I've known a lot, like, a lot of people tell me it doesn't need to be. But it just sucks when I'm trying to, like, be unique, enjoy my life, and I don't live up to my own expectations. But I think that's something that happens to a lot of people in life. Because we are our own worst critics, and it kind of sucks that I'm my own worst critic. I really wish I wasn't. I wish I was more easy on myself. Well, pardon me, I'm recording this voiceover late at night. No, not really late at night. It's like past midnight. It's almost 1 p.m. That's late for some people. It's not late for me. But anyways... No, not you. Alright, I'm trying to get up this mountain and I can't figure out the fastest way. This is something I never got the handle on. Like, I can launch myself into the air easily with the shield. But then I'm, like, mashing the X button to try and open the thing and it just doesn't work. Like, I think I might be doing it wrong, to be honest. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have entered, what's it called? Oh, no, what's it called? Oh... Bullet time, that's the word. That's the word for it. I remembered. I'm smart. Bullet time probably would have given me an easier access to... Words good at IR. Easier access to the... paraglider. I am grateful that I got the full stamina bar when I did. Also, free levitators. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Like I said, I've enjoyed this game very much. It's a fun game. It's unique. It's got unique characters. It's quirky. It's not the best, but it is a good game. And I know I'm repeating myself a lot, and I'm sorry, but it's just... It's kind of how I do. And I'm genuinely grateful that I got to play this game for my channel. Like, oh wait, no, it wasn't just for this channel. This has been around since the beginning. Oh my goodness, I feel old. This game, I have been playing this game since near the beginning of my channel. That is blowing my mind. Have I been playing this game for 2 straight years? No, because it would have been long. The series would have been longer, wouldn't it? It would have been longer than 160 episodes. Right? No, it wouldn't have. Yes, it would have. Because 52 weeks in a year. I have to subtract 3, I guess, because it hasn't reached the 3-year rotation yet. Or is this the 2nd year I'm working on it? I think I'm working on the 3rd year. So 52 times 2 equals 104. Oh my goodness, yes! No, because it would be... Yes. No, because it would be... Because it would be 208 if it was... How many episodes? Since I'm here, I'm gonna look. How many episodes? Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, 160 episodes. Not counting these 2 videos that I'm, you know, editing and voiceovering. That's blowing my mind. I've been playing this game, since my channel came out, I think. You look at the first ever Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom episode. May 21st, 2023. I'm working on my 2nd year. Okay. I'm not finished my 2nd year, but I am working on it. But yeah, this series has been around since almost the beginning. That's nuts to me. Like, it's so interesting because you lose track of time. When you're doing something for, like, an extended period of time, you lose track of how long you've been doing it. Unless it's, like, absolute torture or you completely and absolutely are obsessed with it. I'm not really either. I am enjoying myself, don't get me wrong. I am 100% enjoying myself while playing this game. And while making my channel. But I'm not, like, Mad Maxing, going crazy with it. It's just... It's wild. I'm sorry, it's, like, so wild to think about. Oh. Oh my goodness. I love it. Crab! Mine. You are now mine, Crab. If you have been around for this episode, for this series, since the beginning, I'm grateful to have you with me, and I'm so glad you joined me. And I genuinely hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because it's just... It's been a blast. And I still got 3 minutes to talk. I will say, they were really creative with some of these places. Pardon me. Sorry, I had to sneeze. They were really creative with some of these hiding places, I will admit that. Because, like, right here, he is literally, like, within a relatively obvious spot. He's right up below me. I'm just dumb and can't see it. But it's so nuts to me. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, and I do apologize, but, like, part of the issue genuinely is Elgato. Like, Elgato's a great program for, like, recording stuff and capturing stuff, but, like, it's got a lot of quirks to it to get around. There he is. There's my buddy. I cheated with the spikes this time because I want to save as many of the, because I'm basically trying to do as many of Atticus's little... Addison, I call him Atticus so much. I was so good today. I call him Atticus by accident. I want to do as many Addison's missions as possible. And it just... There are 81. Like, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. There are 81 of these things. Like, that is crazy that there are 81. And it's so nuts. Stab. And now I gotta try and balance the outro stuff with what I have left in the episode, which has never been my strong suit. So please bear with me as I try and calculate it out. This is gonna be tough. Actually, the best way to do it is to wait for me to stop moving and then do it. I do apologize for the lackluster performance this episode. I really do. I don't mean to. I'm doing my best. I'm going to call it here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way you see more content like this in the future. And if you come back on the regular and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free, helps out a ton, and greatly appreciative. If you'd like to share this video with your friends, your family, your favorite group of sign lovers, I'd appreciate that as well. And if you'd like to support me as a content creator or join me as a fellow content creator, I have a Coffee, Patreon, community Discord server link all in the description below. And as always, I will see you as we continue our adventures in Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Bye-bye!